every single Disney and Pixar movie. Can they be ranked, judged, one against the other? Why, of course. Today, I, Roman, will be doing just that. And for the first time, I will be making a video entirely by myself. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, scoot over. I need a little more room, actually.
What are you doing?
I'm here to do this video with you.
You're Thomas's friend.
I am Thomas's friend.
Okay,
yes.
and he told you to do this video with me?
Yes, he said that your kingdom needed some filling in, so he sent another prince to, pick up where things were being left off.
Wow. Well, that was a real D-bag move.
Blame Thomas, not me.
Today, me and some other person, Dominic, will be ranking every single Disney and Pixar movie.
All of them.
Here we go! If you've never seen a tier ranking video before, it's ranked S to F, S being superior, F being the worst. Very much like in grade school, but with an added S. Snow White, Scary Forest, the transformation with the Queen, I actually felt so bad for the Queen, and I also just didn't get a really good read on the Prince. Prince kind of just comes in.
He's just there.
Let's give C, because they're so much better. Pinocchio, a fun little story about a puppet that comes to life. No Prince, gonna make sure that is at least C or D.
I was gonna rank Pinocchio way higher.
You were gonna rank Pinocchio high?
Yeah.
Why?
Like a B. I love Pinocchio.
You love Pinocchio?
I just think it's got a vibe.
What about the scary transformation scene where the little boy turns?
The scary stuff.
You
like
like
I love
scary
the big,
stuff?
scary whale.
Oh, we are going to have
monstro.
a bunch of disagreements,
We
sir.
will.
Pinocchio C.
I can agree. Pinocchio C, okay with me.
Great. Then Tweedledee D. I'm the one who rhymes. Fantasia. This is awesome, but also scary. So, scary. Lots of music.
Yes.
Fun elements, but really, really depressing scene where all the dinosaurs die, right in the middle of it. You're okay with the dinosaurs dying?
It happened!
I'm gonna put Fantasia up at a B because actually there's this really cool moment in the middle of it where there's like a line that like when they're playing instruments, they show the line animated based off of the...
Yes.
It's the coolest bit of animation ever. Dumbo! Dumbo Wumbo Wumbo! This was a movie also made, like Pinocchio, under extreme duress. Disney had those animators cranking out that animation with ungodly hours. But I do really love a drunk little elephant. But racial stereotypes.
Racial stereotypes.
Yeah, so for that, I'm gonna say D for Dumbo. Bambi.
Bambi.
Ooh, baby, Bambi. I liked the moments where they were all happy.
The mom dies.
The mom dies. And that we all remember that.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I believe Thomas did a whole short video with...
We remember the mom dies.
We remember the mom dying.
What happens to Bambi?
He gets older.
That does happen.
And his dad trains him to be king of the forest. So there is royalty in it. I think that's what happened.
Vague royalty.
Vague royalty. Yeah, I would probably put Bambi at a D.
A D.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
That was easy.
Saludos Amigos. Everyone remembers Saludos Amigos, right? According to Wikipedia, it's a propaganda anthology film to establish Latin American goodwill. So that's kind of cool.
Okay.
But the word propaganda, not one of my favorite words associated with the movie. But yeah, Jose Carioca, quote, the Brazilian cigar-smoking parrot.
And I love Jose.
That's all I know of it.
I like the Three Caballeros.
Well, that's a separate movie, my friend.
I know, but this is their origin.
All right.
Think the bigger picture.
Okay, so let's put Saludos Amigos at C for Carioca.
Yeah.
And I would say Three Caballeros, which is coming up.
B.
You would put that for B? You know, okay, it had some great music and honestly taught me a lot about Latin American from a very American point of view, but...
And the ride at Epcot.
Yeah.
The ride at Epcot.
The ride at Epcot.
I love the ride at Epcot.
We're Florida people. I put Three Caballeros at B. Are you happy, Dominic?
I'm happy with that.
Next, we're moving on to another movie that probably nobody knew existed, which is Make Mine Music. Has a lot of iconic moments, but also has some ones that did not age great. So I would put this at a D.
Not iconic.
Not iconic. Also, really assess what you would do to critique women's bodies. You old 1940s movie. Fun and fancy free, which is essentially just two longer form animated shorts put together. One being Mickey and the Beanstalk, the other one being Bongo, which is about a bear. I remember it very vaguely.
Yes. I remember Mickey and the Beanstalk a lot more.
When they're at the very beginning and they're cutting thinly that little slice of bean for them to all share. Beans never tasted as good as that bean. But again, it feels very cobbled together, not a full, complete movie.
Right.
So, I mean, I would put that at C.
C.
Melody time. It's got Johnny Appleseed, the tugboat that could, the figure skating short, and it also has the story of Pecos Bill. A lady gets a big old buttress, bounces it, and accidentally bounces all the way to the moon. They never got her back. It was very sad, and it was emotionally scarring. For that reason, I want to give Melody time a D.
I don't have enough memory of the different shorts to disagree.
Then I get that one, thank you. Last one here that's kind of like a part of an anthology is Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
Yes!
Given the fact that Ichabod dies, C.
But it has such a good ride at Disneyland.
Sleepy Hollow does, or
Mr. Toad's
Mr.
Wild
Toad.
Ride.
Never ridden it.
It's very good.
Wouldn't know.
You go to hell and the ride ends.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
You go to hell?
Yeah. He dies. He dies and goes
He dies and goes to hell?
Yeah, you're in the car, you get hit
What?
in the car, you go to the judge, you're guilty, you die, you go to hell, and then a ride ends.
This is the
Mr. Toad ride, yeah.
Does that happen in the cartoon?
I can't recall.
Okay, well, I have to say, that is not my cup of tea, but it does feel rather metal.
C.
Let's do C. Cinderella! Ooh. Oh my gosh. Now, personally, a little miffed with the prince in this one. Finding a girl by just fitting a shoe is probably not going to be the most accurate. The stepmother, very, very scary.
Yes.
Not a fan of her.
Good villain.
Good villain.
Really good villain.
Cinderella herself, awesome.
I feel like Cinderella set the stage for all the other princesses.
Ooh.
I mean, Cinderella's castle is the Disney castle. And there's a reason for that.
So, I would give this a nice solid B.
Cinderella's a nice solid B.
Maybe even a B+, but not as much of a B as that evil stepmother. Alice in Wonderland. Woo. Really? Okay, we differ a lot. Very pretty. The music is not as catchy. The walrus straight up eats those little children.
He does.
And I'm not a fan of that moment, nor am I a fan of the Queen of Hearts not getting her comeuppance. She just wakes up. The whole thing happens, and they're like, let's get out of this. And she wakes up, and they were like, that's it for this movie.
And you're just stuck in that forest for so long, and then you have to go back and drink the potion and fight the big Heartless, and you don't have Glide yet.
Right, and why would you not? Yeah, and you get Blizzard, but so you can start using Blizzard, but then you have to actually level up before you can get the Blizzard, which is kind of annoying.
Just all
you have to pick the right pink box. We have gotten off of the movie. I'll give it a C.
B.
You want to give this a B?
The aesthetic of this film stands really strong and independent comparatively to other Disney films.
Okay, you just sold it to me. That's pretty darn good. You're right.
I could have kept going, but I'm glad I didn't have to.
Well done, Dom. Okay, Ramen Dom.
Ramen Dom.
Oh my gosh, that's us.
Oh, there we go. We're the little thing on the corner of your screen. On at 7:30 p.m. every Tuesday.
Same joke. Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
Now, I gotta say, Thomas watched this a lot when he was younger.
I also did.
Did you really?
Yes, this made me have like a affinity for pirates, for sure.
Oh, I can definitely understand that. Again, some of the moments in the movie did not age great.
Yeah.
But delightful music.
And one of my favorite villains.
Oh, yeah. Captain Hook. Fun to beat up. He's great.
Yeah.
Him and that crocodile. Hands down, they were who I was watching that movie for every single time.
I'm encroaching on A territory with
You're
this one.
encroaching on A territory? I would say a B. Just because I know we got some heavy hitters in this lineup.
Okay.
I think that's
I'm safe
fine.
with that. I'm safe with that.
Okay. Lady and the Tramp.
Lady and the Tramp.
Some good old dogs falling in love and eating some pasta. What is there not to like about this? Also, it's got that amazing song in there, He's a Tramp, which is, honestly, relatable, ladies. It's not a big song movie.
Yeah.
There's not a lot.
I feel like it's just not a big movie.
It's not. And again, a lot of moments in this movie did not age well. In terms of its memorableness, I would say the pasta scene.
Just talking about it now makes me want spaghetti.
Oh, yeah. D.
Yeah.
I am much more of a fan of Lady and the Tramp 2, Scamp's Adventure.
Ooh.
Hey, Disney sequels, if you want to see some Disney straight-to-DVD sequels ranking
I've got
list,
some opinions about those.
we can do that later. But Lady and the Tramp, going in the D slot. Not going to say that again. All right. Oh, man.
Hello, furries.
Is that a furry thing? We don't have to get into that. Okay. Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
No, only I can sing. The fairies really make this movie for me.
Yeah.
Okay? Yes, the prince is an amazing prince. He met that girl one time in the woods and then was like, I'm going to like go fight a dragon for her.
This also has Maleficent.
And it also has thank you, one of the greatest villains.
In Kingdom Hearts.
In Kingdom Hearts. There's a lot of moments in that movie that are boring.
Yes.
Aurora is the princess with the least amount of lines out of any Disney princess.
Yeah.
But also the artistry for that movie is very unique.
I do like the artistry.
So I'm a little torn. I probably would say C.
That's where I was headed with this one.
You were going to say C?
Yeah.
All right. Rewatchability there's not a lot to it.
Low, yeah.
Unfortunately. But
unless you really want to watch that scene with the fairies.
Yeah. Just that scene.
Yeah.
101 Dalmatians. Cruella scared the out of me.
She's very scary. Anyone who wants to steal my dog and make it into a coat.
Right!
Scary person.
Honestly, top tier unhinged villain. And you got a bunch of puppies. Throughout the whole movie, just all sorts of puppies.
Cruella de Vil is such a memorable song.
It is a memorable song. You're absolutely right. Let's put this at a B.
B?
Sword and the Stone.
Sword in the Stone.
This is great. I will say, that poor, tiny little squirrel that falls in love with a human, and then we just see her absolutely heartbroken when they leave, and they never come back to her.
Yeah.
I hate it. With a passion, I hate that moment. But it does have a lot of transformation scenes that aren't scary to me.
It's just a solid.
It is a very
solid adventure.
Given that, I would put this at a B.
I'd put this as a B.
Wow. The final film that Walt Disney had any creative input on, The Jungle Book.
I mean, music.
Music
what
is amazing. Yeah,
comes through for this
absolutely
one.
amazing. You know how, like, if you ever stayed with neighbors when you were a kid and your neighbor only had like 3 kids movies for you to watch?
Yeah.
My neighbor only had Jungle Book.
Okay.
So I watched this movie, I'm not even exaggerating, probably 100 times.
That's a lot.
It was a lot, and it was a lot of fun, and I never really got tired of it. So that rewatchability has to account for something. And it had a very unique ending for me, which taught just like the idea of letting somebody go and having and being okay with that choice, you know, with Mowgli, which was a very nuanced thing. I thought they did a really cool job with it. The vultures being modeled after the Beatles was a reference I didn't get for years, but I mean, was also fun. I'll put this at a B.
Yeah. Oh, I'm safe with that.
No A's yet, no S's yet, but
No
we know
A's.
what's coming. We know how much better they can get. Aristocats.
Aristocats. I like Aristocats.
I did too. I love that we're both just like, is it okay to say that I like the Aristocats?
I like this one.
It's fun.
It's fun.
There's some great music. Again, a lot of moments in it do not
Don't
age well.
Yeah.
But it had those 2 geese in it that were so freaking funny.
Yeah. And it
Cutie.
just had some cats jamming out.
It had some cats. Who doesn't love some cats just jamming out?
I loved it.
Great. I'm gonna put this at a B then. We got our dogs and our cats.
Our dogs and our cats.
Dogs and our cats
they're both at a
right
B.
next to each other.
They're both at a B.
I love it. Robin Hood. All right, I didn't watch this a lot as a
I
kid.
watched this one so much.
Okay, I know that iconically, Maid Marian and Robin Hood were 2 of many people's early crushes as a kid.
That's true.
So I don't know if that is also factored in
That's
to your consideration.
not to me. I just really like this movie.
Yeah.
It's got some good lessons. It's always good to steal from the rich.
Truly, actually, yes. We do need that energy.
Yeah.
We need that energy right now.
Just best telling of the Robin Hood story, I feel.
Okay.
I want to put this in A. I want to put it in A.
You want to put this in A?
I want to put Robin Hood in A. I love Robin Hood.
But there's so much animation in here that's copied from the
It's
Jungle Book.
reused animation.
So,
But like, they took all the best parts and made like a good movie with it. Like a remix.
the best parts of Jungle Book, which we already have as a B,
Yeah.
you want to put this in A. You want this to be our first A. I mean, I don't have anything solidly against it. I will put this in A. I will put this in A for you.
Okay. Yeah, put it in A.
Best friends put it in the A for each other.
For each other. Our first A!
Our first A. Winnie the Pooh. The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. This is the one, though, that have the heffalumps and woozles.
Is it?
This had the blustery day.
Is it? Okay.
So that was pretty iconic for me.
Okay.
I'll put that in a C.
Yeah, C's good for this one.
Great. C for honey. The Rescuers.
Ooh,
What are we gonna
Rescuers.
do with the Rescuers?
This one I feel like is where they started going, like, how do we make these movies more daring?
Yeah, almost for adults.
Yeah.
The villain in that was also like an absolute bitch. I was like, are we really stealing orphans to lure them down wells? To collect a diamond? Is that where we're at now? It was vile. It was a vile movie. But good. It was very good. Also, I really liked the Rescuers. I thought they were cute and fun. I would maybe put this at a C still.
C, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Rescuers Down Under.
It's not. We will get to Rescuers Down Under. Okay. Fox and the Hound.
The Hound.
What are we gonna do?
It's just sad.
It's just sad. I love the characters. I
Yeah.
love Todd and I love Copper.
Yeah.
Especially when they're little and everybody's happy.
Yeah, but
Does not stay that way for long.
and it's just
It gets me right here. Emotionally. Emotionally, I want to give this a B. Story-wise, I gotta make it a C to be
I want to
fair.
give this a D.
You want to give this a D?
I want to give Fox and the Hound a D.
I will concede. This should go in a D because of how sad it is, and the message is very sad.
Yeah.
The message is so sad. True friendship overcomes any boundaries set by society, but then that friendship will immediately be terminated by that society, and the two must learn their place in the world. Wow. That is literally what happened at the end of that movie. It's true. I cried. The Great Mouse Detective. Do you remember this movie?
I do. Yes.
It's very dark. There is a little bit of music. The Rescuers didn't have enough sexy mice. So now we're gonna have a whole song where this mouse is like, let me give you a good time, and all these other boy mice are like, are lusting after this lady mouse. This is the first instance for computer generated animation being in a movie with the clock at the very end. Oh. But yeah, all in all, very, very strange movie.
It is strange.
Creative.
I put this one like next to Rescuers.
Rescuers in C.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, you're right.
It's not the same movie, but it's like, it hits all the same notes for me.
Yeah. Black Cauldron.
Ooh.
Did you watch this as a kid? I watched this once.
I think I watched it like once as a kid, and I rewatched it again many years later. The story isn't as strong.
Yeah.
But the animation goes so hard.
The animation does go hard, yeah. This was the first time I watched a Disney movie and there was blood.
Yeah.
I was pretty shocked about that. It's very experimental. You know what I ended up really liking though? Was, what's his little name? Gurgi.
Yes.
I actually liked Gurgi.
Poor little Gurgi.
Little Gurgi. I know that there was a lot of people who did not like that character. I was like, why not? It's your own little furry creature in this one, except the pig. There's a pig and Gurgi. You make the call, buddy.
C.
I'm fine with that. It's not my cup of tea, but I am fine with it. Animation-wise, it's very interesting. Oliver and Company.
Oh yeah, Oliver and Company.
Oliver and Company with music sung by Bette Midler and a voice cast featuring Cheech Marin and Joey Lawrence. So we've got a lot of 80s energy in this movie.
Right.
I'm not even naming everything. Obviously, this is a movie that's based off of the story Oliver Twist.
Yeah.
They have like different equivalences. Fagin, Mr. Sykes, who was so scary. Sykes and his two Dobermans that were so scary. I liked Bette Midler's song. That's a tell on me. We should have all known back then if that was my favorite song.
Yeah.
If I was going to be gay or not.
Right.
I actually don't have a dog in this fight.
You talking a lot about it.
I am. There's moments. Hey, here I'll say this. What does slam? The best thing about this movie? 1 minute I'm in Central Park. Dodgers song, Why Should I Worry? The Billy Joel song. Best part of the whole movie for me.
C.
Fine. We'll put that in C. Little Mermaid.
My first crush.
This was your first crush.
Little Mermaid hits all the marks.
Little Mermaid does hit all the marks. Great villain.
Good prince.
Great princess.
Yeah.
The side characters were fantastic. Great music.
This is like a definite A for me.
This is an A for me, dog.
It's got my first crush in it.
Do we want the? Hey, do we even want to consider this to be S? S is strong.
We are saying it hits all the marks. I don't think we were saying anything bad about it. S tier.
S tier for us. We got our first S tier. Rescuers Down Under.
Yeah.
This is a little bit of an improvement, I think. From
I
the
think
original.
so as well.
Honestly, scarier villain.
Yeah.
Those little animals never got out.
Yeah.
At the end. Like, huh? Disney? You didn't free the caged animals at the end? Give us some closure, dude. The scariest way for a villain to die. Him falling off that waterfall was scary for me. But also, like, the breathtaking views that they gave you of Australia. were awesome in that movie.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I would put it at B.
Yeah, I was like, definitely higher than Rescuers. Don't know if it's quite an A.
Let's put that in a B. I like that. Beauty and the Beast.
Ooh.
This
might be another S.
This might be another S.
Might
Beauty
be
and the
another
Beast
S.
was beautiful. Beautiful music. We got Angela Lansbury in there. I will say, as a little kid, cried when the Beast turned into the prince. Cried. I'm like, what happened to the Beast?
Oh, he was so cool.
I loved the Beast. Why does he look like that now?
I think that might be my only problem with the movie. He should have just stayed the Beast.
He should have stayed the Beast. You want to put this in S?
Yeah.
I feel like this is A or S.
I love
easily.
Belle.
I love Belle.
I love her.
Belle! Okay, we're gonna...
Gaston's such a fun villain.
The music is so good. It really ticks off.
Like Gaston.
Hey, watch it. No singing.
Like
I sing.
We might be just hitting S's here now.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be one after
Aladdin,
the other.
like Aladdin, I gotta put above the ones we just said.
I was gonna say
we can't go higher.
We can't go higher. Aladdin is top tier.
Top tier.
Everything for me. Do we have to even expound upon this?
No, just S.
S.
Boom.
Aladdin is easily S. But let's name some things. Robin Williams. Amazing villain.
Yes.
The music is literally my favorite music Disney has ever made.
Yes.
Music. Even the music that was unreleased. Proud of Your Boy. Amazing song. And the animation is gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Easy S.
Easy S.
Easy S. Lion King.
Lion King.
This is also really up there for me. What can you say badly about Lion King?
I think just vibe-wise though, this one just ranks a little lower than our S tier for me. Just a little bit.
How?
It just
And
does.
please watch your words.
It just does. Why? It's something I can't explain.
You and I are no longer friends.
Oh.
The only thing I would say, I guess I could knock on it, would be that there are people that think it's kind of a ripoff of Kimba. That's the only thing.
If you think this is a definite S for you,
It's a definite S for me.
then we can let it be there.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had to put my royal foot down.
That's fine.
Pocahontas.
Oh yeah.
Had some great moments.
It has some good moments.
Great moments, beautiful. Honestly, when I first watched it, made me cry. The story, though, is based off of American nonfiction that takes it in a very fictionalized state.
Yes.
And kind of tinges it a little bit for me. So I don't know.
I wouldn't give it higher than an A. No,
Yeah.
it's not quite there,
Yeah.
but I do like it. Just around the riverbed.
I know. Fantastic music.
I think I'm okay if this one sits at a B.
I'm gonna put this at a B.
You're gonna put it at a B?
I'm gonna put this at a B.
Okay.
I love that we're putting this lower than Robin Hood, by the way. I love that we're putting this lower than Robin Hood. You couldn't budge on Robin Hood, but Pocahontas we're okay with putting it at a B.
Robin Hood's just so good.
It's so funny. Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is the darkest Disney has gotten in a long time.
Yeah.
Darkest movie in the Renaissance era. I would put this at an A.
I'm okay with A.
At an A? Yeah.
A. Hunchback's
The
at
Heaven's Light, Out There, God Bless the Outcasts. Like, it's some gorgeous music.
Oh, yeah.
And really just shocking storytelling from Disney. Like, that I don't know if they could get away with today.
Yeah.
Hercules.
S.
We have to be fair, but I really do want to put it in S too.
I can't.
Hercules is so fun. Now, you can look back on Hercules and say it's a lot of pandering to 90s pop culture,
Sure.
but I kind of like it.
But it was great. It was great.
And a lot of it still holds up somehow.
The only bad thing I think I can say about it is not so accurate mythology.
But my gosh, my Greek mythology heart was going off while watching that movie. I'm gonna put it at an S, if you're okay with an S.
Yeah.
We're putting
It's a
this at
great
an
movie.
S.
It's a
I
great
love
movie.
this movie. It's so good. And rewatchable out the wazoo.
Oh, yeah.
Mulan!
Oh, Mulan.
I might put this at an S too.
Yeah.
I got no qualms with Mulan.
I got no qualms with Mulan.
It's so good.
It's another one just hits all the marks.
First bisexual love interest with
Oh, yeah.
Shang.
Yeah. He was
And
really upset when he found out that she was a girl.
He was so upset.
Yeah, he was
He
like-
was so upset.
Not my army twink.
I'll put this in an S.
Yeah, Mulan's great.
It's so good. Now we got Tarzan.
Ooh.
Last movie in the Renaissance era,
Yeah.
Tarzan. And also, top 5 villain deaths.
Oh yeah, he just gets hung
Oh!
with the vines.
Taken down by some vines. Been there.
Are we saying Tarzan's another
I want
S?
to say, getting hung up on the vines.
Did they just knock it out of the park with the
I think
Renaissance?
they did. I think they did. This is why it's the Renaissance era, baby.
Yeah.
I can't argue with what is there.
Yes.
But we're now moving on to Fantasia 2000.
It's good.
It's very good.
It's very good.
It has some
I can't
bangers.
say it's better than the original.
Why not?
I don't know.
It's not as revolutionary?
It's not as revolutionary, it's not as memorable, but it's still very, very good.
You're correct. More people, when they think Fantasia, they think the old Fantasia with little wizard Mickey butchering some brooms.
But I will say, I don't know if it's quite a C. I think it's just as good, almost. I think we can put it as a B.
Yeah, I will take that. Definitely, I'll put that in a B. Dinosaur.
Oh, Dinosaur. One of my favorite rides.
Is it?
I love that ride.
Oh, it's a ride.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were about to say it's one of your favorite
and
movies.
one of my favorite Burger King toys was the hand puppets.
You have way more emotional attachment to this movie than I ever did. This was going to be my first suggestion for an F.
No!
It's okay. All right.
This movie was merchandised really well. I'm okay with this being ranked low. It's not an F for me.
The only thing I remember is that one of the monkeys was voiced by Hayden Panettiere.
Oh.
That's all I remember.
This is like a C for me, at least.
You want this to be a C?
Yeah.
You want this to be higher than Bambi and Lady and the Tramp?
Oh. It had the Burger King puppet.
Fine, we'll put it at a C, but I don't understand it. Emperor's New Groove!
This might be an S.
I would probably put it at an S too.
Yes.
I gotta think about it though. Does it have the musical appeal?
Does it need it? It
Does
it's
it need
so
it?
strong.
You're right.
It's
Does it
so
need it?
strong.
It might not need it. He transforms into a llama and back, which I was so happy about.
Yeah, I'm a llama again! Wait.
I have a lot of hang-ups with transformation in movies. I don't want to change. Or at least change back. Have a fun as an animal and then change back. Kronk is...
greatest voices.
If we were ranking himbos, Kronk would be S tier.
Yeah. Gotta say, this is one of the movies I quote the most.
Yeah.
Out of all of them.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Emperor's New Groove's going up on S. Journey to Atlantis.
I want this one to be an S, but it's not there.
Yeah, I love the characters. I love the characters, and I'm glad that they did a spin-off.
Yes.
To, you know, but
the art's incredible.
Art's incredible. I would probably give this a B.
B, yeah.
And Kita. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
so underrated as a princess.
Oh, yeah.
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch. I think it's at an A.
I would say A is a good point.
I think it's at an A.
Good music. Love Stitch.
Good music.
Just an
Love
iconic
Stitch.
character.
Yeah.
And also queer representation with those aliens.
Oh, yeah.
You are. You are gay.
And the show was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch all the way. A.
Let's review. Review. Let's do. Thank you. I hope we rhyme like this. I hope so too. Yoo-hoo! Let's start with the fact that the wedding was a total
Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet.
I freaking loved the concept of this planet.
Yeah.
I recently read that the captain from this movie could have had her own spin-off, and I absolutely agree. I loved all the designs.
There's a really good video where someone ships her with Jane from Tarzan.
That'd be an amazing fiction. I would say B.
It's right there with Atlantis. Those go hand in hand with me.
Yeah.
For me, yeah.
I'm good with that. Brother Bear.
Oh, Brother Bear.
Brother Bear.
I feel like Brother Bear slept on.
It is a little slept on. I think, again, this was Phil Collins trying to bring his magic to this movie.
Oh my god, that's right, it is Phil Collins.
A little bit of Phil Collins. The bears don't transform back to humans, but I'm kind of okay with it. He made that decision.
Yeah. Being a bear is better.
Being a bear was better to be there for his brother.
Bear.
Bear. B.
Yeah.
Or C. I don't know.
It's almost a C.
I think it's a C.
It's almost a
You want to do C?
Yeah.
Okay. Home on the Range.
Oh, another slept on one.
You think this is slept on?
I think it's slept on.
This is gonna be my another candidate for F. Home on the Range didn't even have the music that really bopped for me.
Oh.
It's okay. We don't need to have an F.
We don't need to have enough.
We
I
don't.
Think D is fine. I think that's a movie people should revisit.
I will
That's all I'm
revisit
gonna
it
say.
based off of what you just said.
That's all I'm gonna say. Just revisit it.
Okay.
Revisit that movie.
But for now, I'm gonna make that a D. Chicken Little. I think that's slept on. You say C?
Yeah.
I will agree with C. Chicken Little, you should check out. It's actually quite funny.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's
He
got
was a
that.
good summon.
He was a good summon in Kingdom Hearts, running with that.
Yeah.
And honestly, it felt very similar to Emperor's New Groove. Like, it was funny and really cool twist. Did not see where that movie was going.
Did not see it.
Meet the Robinsons.
Ooh.
Really freaking good. The only thing I will say about this movie, they don't utilize all of the family characters as much as I would have liked.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Meet the Robinsons was good.
I think it's a B.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
I did appreciate the twist. Great twist.
Yeah.
And of course,
The villain.
Goob.
Yeah, Goob.
Goob. Everyone hated me. Hey, Goob. What's up, Goob?
And it's just,
So good.
it's almost like Phineas and Ferb energy.
It does deserve at least to be for that. You're right. Bolt. I don't know a lot about Bolt. That villain who was the agent.
Yeah.
They really did a good job depicting what an agent is like. So,
Let's do this. Let's take the pen and put it in this conversation. Boop.
yeah, I guess I would say C.
Yeah, Bolt was fine.
Bolt was fine. Princess and the Frog.
Oh, Princess and the Frog.
This is a movie that Thomas's godson watches every New Year's, and so I'm very well versed with the animation and the music. I would say A is a very good classification for this movie. I do wish that there was more of her as a human.
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to this transformation thing. I'm not even doing this as a bit. Apparently, I have a hang up with transformations.
Yeah. I almost want to put it in S, but I don't know if it just hits every mark the way the other ones do. I don't know what's missing from it that I'm feeling like is missing.
I think it's the utilization of the side characters.
Yes.
The little side characters, I don't know if they're there for as much of a purpose.
But the prince is great, the villain's great.
And the Firefly.
A.
I'm down with an A. Tangled.
Tangled.
Oh.
Ooh.
Tangled is so good.
Tangled's really good.
Tangled's really good. I don't really have any qualms with it.
Yeah.
It's pretty darn fantastic.
I don't know what's drawing me to a B ranking for this one.
Tangled?
It's good. It's great. I love the characters. And I think it's maybe
feel
because the villain isn't as strong.
The villain is under, yeah. Oh,
Villain's
man, you think it's not
underutilized.
as strong? I
Yeah.
thought that villain was a better example of Stockholm Syndrome than
No, I
any
mean,
other
she's
example.
good. She's good.
She's good.
She's good.
But not great.
But
all
not-
right. Not all of the songs are super iconic.
Sure.
Some of them are. Let's go with B. The new Winnie the Pooh movie. This one is
Remind
slept
me
on.
what this one has.
It's definitely the last 2D animated movie that Disney ever made. And It was
Okay.
a big flop when it came out. And it's where they were trapped in a pit. And they said, can you not? No, I cannot not. Can you tie a knot? I cannot. So you can not. No, I cannot not. Not? Who's there? Patton. Patton who? The music was by Zooey Deschanel. So it
Yes.
was very quirky. And that's all I can say. D? I will put that at a D because you don't remember it and because I feel like structurally, but I really liked it.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
I
I
like-
love this movie.
Yeah, I love this movie.
I love the video game references.
Yeah.
I thought the story was very good. It was mostly a movie made for candy puns more than actual video game puns.
Right.
Ralph, come on, move your molasses.
But I enjoyed it.
I think it's a B.
I'd give this an A.
You know, I did really like this movie.
I had nothing bad to say about this
Yeah.
movie.
Oh, yeah, that's an A.
I'm gonna say that's an A. Frozen. Where are we putting
I
Frozen?
have such feelings about this movie.
What? What feelings?
I was excited for this.
Yeah.
And then very disappointed.
For this movie?
Yeah.
Why?
I just didn't think the story was there. I felt like they focused too much on the music and it hindered the plot.
There's no such thing as focusing too much on the music.
When the
Doug.
plot lacks because of it, absolutely.
Fine. That is
And
not
the
a bad
rock
take.
trolls were just terrible.
You're right. You're right about the rock trolls.
I
You're
want to give
absolutely right.
Frozen a C. But that's me.
You want to give Frozen a C?
Yeah,
Can
it's
I
there
meet you
with
in the
the
middle
bull.
with a B? Only for the Prince Hans twist.
Fine.
If only there was someone out there who loved you.
I gave you Robin Hood in the A slot, buddy.
Frozen's a B.
Frozen's a B. Big Hero 6.
A.
Yeah.
Pretty solid movie.
I liked the twist. I liked the characters. They did
Yeah.
a good job fleshing out the characters, I thought. Great movie about brotherly love.
Yeah.
Like, just fantastic. All right, A for Big Hero 6. Zootopia.
I like Zootopia.
I don't quite know what the message of the movie was, but I also was just like, do they know what message they're trying
Right,
to
yeah.
say?
It's a
Because I was
little-
like, what is the full, the allegory got a little gray for me.
Sure.
In certain moments. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
The
Don't
animals.
be racist. And Shakira?
And Shakira.
B.
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 We're gonna do B. Moana.
Ooh.
This is a pretty perfect movie for me. I liked all the characters, loved the music, and a really cool ending.
Yeah.
And I just loved her relationship with her grandmother. It was solid for me.
It's an A.
I understand Moana not hitting
Yeah.
at the same level
Yeah.
as the other movies, but yeah, no lower than an A for me.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Moana.
No, it's great.
It's great. Wreck-It Ralph, Ralph breaks the internet.
This might be our first F.
This might be our first F. What did you do, guys?
It was such a letdown from the first one.
Yeah.
Because we had the first one in A.
It didn't hold up comparatively to the other. I did like the moments with the Disney princesses, but
Yeah.
I did feel like I think it was bogged down a lot by the brand integration there and all of that.
Yeah.
I think that was throwing me. Let's put it in F. Let's trust our judgment.
Okay. We gotta tier things here.
We do have to put something in the F slot. Apologies to anyone who is a Wreck-It Ralph 2 stan. I get it, there are certain moments, but I think that's just where I want to put it there for now.
Yeah.
Frozen 2. This is a solid movie.
I liked it better than the first one.
Solid movie. It's really freaking
But
good.
I don't think it's that much better. We
Yeah.
already have Frozen at a B, so this is also a B.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You don't want to put this in an A?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, we're moving on.
No,
Frozen.
it's not an A.
Okay. Rava.
I didn't see it.
I didn't make my way through it.
I like the way it looks.
I did like the way it looks.
I like the mythology that they're including.
The characters and the character designs I saw were really cool.
Yeah.
I would put it at C.
Yeah, C.
Because we don't know anything.
I've got a good impression.
Encanto! Ooh. Encanto's amazing. Again, music was amazing. Don't know how their uncle was hiding in the house all those years. That did not make any sense to me. Bruno?
I'm looking at my other choices now, though, so I'm almost thinking Encanto's a B.
You think Encanto's a B?
Yeah.
I disagree. The day that we put Encanto lower than a Robin Hood, I'm gonna scream. So I'm gonna put Encanto in an A.
Okay.
For me. Strange World, and I am so sorry, I also
didn't
have not
see
seen this
one.
movie. I
Didn't
need
see
to watch it.
It looks cool.
So I think we gotta put this at a C because I don't know it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wish.
Same situation.
Same situation? Did not see it. Yeah.
Yes.
Toy Story. Really solid movie.
Really solid movie.
I would say A because I know Toy Story 3 is better than Toy Story 1.
But where do you put Toy Story 2?
Toy Story 2 would be at an S for me.
I can agree with that. I can
Story
put
2
2 as the highest.
Let's do all the Toy Stories right now.
Yeah.
Toy Story 1 is A.
S.
S?
It was pretty good.
Toy Story 3 had Ken and Barbie, and I was sold on it just for that reason.
It's pretty
and,
good.
And the villain was amazing.
He's
so
really good.
Actually, it's ASS.
Perfect.
Perfect. ASS. We've
Perfect
got it.
rating, yeah.
Bugs Life. This was really solid too.
I love Bugs Life.
I really liked the characters here.
Yes.
These are all going to be Pixar's going to be pretty solid.
I wouldn't put this one lower than an A.
Yeah, Bugs Life, A.
Monsters Inc. might be an S.
See, okay, and I get it. I know a lot of people love Monsters Inc. I was not as big of a fan of Monsters Inc. But I get it. Also, I loved it when Sully took Vanitas and just chucked him through that door to help Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
Yes.
I think that's in Monsters Inc. University. And speaking of Monsters University, I would put that at a C.
It was fine. It was just like a story that didn't really need told.
Yeah. That was not a story I was interested in.
Yeah.
Have fun, kids! I'll just be here listening to my tunes.
I couldn't tell. Finding Nemo. That's an S for me, dog.
Yeah, I can't say anything bad about Finding Nemo.
I was obsessed.
Other than it was the only movie they would ever put on in school ever.
The Incredibles.
Ooh,
S tier.
S
tier.
yeah.
S tier.
Don't have to explain.
No explanation needed. Watch Incredibles now if you've not, or rewatch it if you need to rewatch it.
My God, you've gotten fat. Come in, come.
Cars.
I think Cars gets hated on more than it should.
No, for sure, but
it's definitely not up there.
If we're looking,
if we're looking at what we got there, B. Yeah,
Cars would be B. Ratatouille.
A.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it because of the third act being so different from the second act?
Yes.
They shift to him being famous.
Only reason.
Okay.
Only reason.
But
only reason it's not an S.
It's interesting. It looks like it was two different stories.
Yeah, they turned the wheel a little too hard.
Wall-E. This has got to be S for me. It's
really
gotta be S for me.
Gotta be S.
I effing loved this little movie and that tiny robot.
Yeah.
And them referencing one of my favorite musicals, Hello Dolly. It's so good. It was a musical packed into a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was so cool. I appreciate you agreeing.
Yeah, we can do that.
Up. I mean, I love Up.
A.
First 10 minutes made me cry like a baby. You say A. Why not S?
I feel like they could have done more with the actual antagonist and conflict of the plot. I feel like towards the end of the movie, they lose the real conflict by introducing too much with the villain.
You're right. For that reason, we'll give it an A.
Cars 2.
Cars 2. D.
D.
Yeah, I don't have an emotional attachment to that movie at all.
I don't have any
Sorry, Cars 2.
strong opinions. I watched it when I was sick.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Brave!
Brave!
I do like Brave.
The only official Disney princess not made by Walt Disney Pictures, Merida. I have no ill will against the transformation that exists in this movie.
More bears.
More bears. You want to give it a B?
Yeah, I'll give it a B.
B for Brave.
B for Brave. Inside Out.
Oh, so I got a special place for Inside Out because its whole concept helped inspire Sandersides in the first place.
Wow.
So...
Wow. You would not be here.
I don't think I'd be here without Inside Out.
It's
A or S?
It's an A for me.
Why not an S? You just comparatively to the rest of the S's?
Comparatively, yeah.
The voice acting was perfect for that movie.
Absolutely.
I don't have any qualms with it, but if you want it to be an A...
I want it to be comparatively, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Finding Dory.
Finding Dory! I have no emotional attachment to this movie.
But it was good.
It was good.
Hi, I'm Dory.
See?
See? That's fine.
Hey, where does Dory and Nemo live? The sea.
Under the sea.
That feels good.
I did not see The Good Dinosaur.
I did see The Good Dinosaur, and it was okay. It was a very interesting concept. What if the asteroid passed right by the dinosaurs? It was a little boring for me.
Yeah.
It was an amalgam of a lot of different concepts that they put together, and I just didn't feel it was cohesive.
Okay.
So I would say I'd give Good Dinosaur a D.
Okay. From what I've heard, it sounds like a D.
Yeah.
Cars 3.
Cars 3! I have not seen it.
It wasn't like bad, but it felt like the message was like, yeah, the old stuff's better. Because like the villain was like a high-tech car.
Oh!
Using technology
Oh.
and everything.
Interesting. Okay.
And that's bad.
In some instances, sure, but...
Sure, but it didn't sell the message correctly.
All
to
right.
me. D.
You okay? Hey, you...
Cars 3 is not better than Cars 2.
Coco. I will watch this movie ad infinitum.
Yeah.
Fantastic surprise villain.
Absolutely.
Which is so hard to do nowadays, to make a surprise villain.
Right, and they got me.
Nailed it.
They got me with it.
S for me.
Definitely.
The ending. It ripped me apart. I gotta put this in an S.
Okay.
I have to. Incredibles 2. Oh boy.
I don't think it deserves all the hate that it got.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Nowhere near as good as the original.
No. Predictable villain, and they hardly fought together.
Yeah.
The family didn't fight together. I'm gonna say this is a C because I'm angry.
I think it would have been a B if they didn't take so long to release it.
Wow.
Because everyone was waiting so long for it, they expected too much from it.
Gotcha. Toy Story 4. We forgot about this one. Maybe that's indicative of the quality.
I liked it.
I liked it
quirky.
too.
It didn't it's another one of those didn't need to be made, but they did a really good job at making something that didn't need to be made.
That's a really good way to put that.
So
and
it's like a B for me.
Okay. I liked the resolution with Bo Peep.
Yeah.
Onward. Did you watch Onward?
I did watch Onward.
I watched Onward too.
I liked it.
I liked it too. It was really good. I would say solid B.
Yeah, it's a solid B.
Soul.
I didn't see Soul.
It's great.
I've heard nothing but good things, so
Great.
I trust your judgment on this one.
You know what I was very shocked by though?
What?
Was the body swapping. He comes back and is in the body of a cat. And I'm like, why are we continuing to do this? So that's my only complaint. I would give it a B. Luca.
I also didn't see Luca.
You didn't see Luca?
I didn't see Luca.
I really love the character development. You are immersed in this very unique world that Luca is set in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a lovely story, like a boyhood story.
Yes.
It's fantastic. So I would put this at A. Turning Red.
Turning Red. I'd put that in an A.
I would put this in an
Yeah.
A. Turning Red is so good.
It was so surprisingly good.
Friendships were amazing. The characterizations of each of those friends
Yes.
were so good. Luca was a boyhood movie. Turning Red was a girlhood movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm down with A.
Yeah.
That is a transformation movie I have no qualms with. Lightyear.
Didn't see it.
It is very interesting.
Yeah. I want to see it because I love Buzz Lightyear.
It's good. This is the movie that inspired the Buzz Lightyear toy.
Oh, okay.
You're watching the movie. Yeah, that's what it is, which is very interesting. All in all, though, I would give this no higher than a B. Elemental. I did not watch Elemental. I heard good things about it.
I just didn't see it.
Yeah,
I didn't hear anything about it.
I think we need to put it at a C.
At a C.
Because we did not watch it and we need to be fair. Inside Out 2. I have yet to
still
see
in
it.
theaters.
It is
I
right
haven't
currently
seen it.
in theaters, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
I loved the first one.
Yeah.
So, but it's at a C because we haven't seen it yet.
It's got to be at a C, to be fair, because we have not seen it. We can't go off of just buzz. We can't
so
form that.
watch again for the next one.
Yeah, but that's it. That was our instinctual choices
Instinctual
here.
choices.
Dominic, you have been a formidable person to discuss these movie ranks with. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, of
Ended
course.
up being an absolute charming time.
And you were all right, Roman.
Thanks. Well, I get to do this now. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you were interested in any of Thomas's previous videos, you can click over here, or if you're new to the channel and would like to subscribe, click down here. That is it. And until next time, take it easy, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Peace out! Whew, it felt so weird being so critiquey over those Disney movies. They're all my babies, but I guess I was just born to be judgy. It's just a burden I'm going to have to bear.